Alright, everyone, welcome back to CognitionChunks, the channel where we slice and dice knowledge like Gordon Ramsay but without the yelling. Today, we're gonna level up from bass noob to bass god by peeling back the curtain and peeking into the mind of an expert bass player. Yeah, you heard me, expert. So grab your bass, maybe some popcorn, and let's pluck this chicken. Technique 1. Ghost notes. The invisible vibes. Imagine you're a bass-playing ninja and you want to add that air of mystery to your groove. Ghost notes are your secret weapon, my friends. 2. Articulation. No, we're not talking about the Queen's English. Accents, staccatos, and legatos make your music speak. Think of it as the bass guitar's way of adding emojis to a text. 3. Fingerstyle dynamics. It's like you've got a volume knob built into each fingertip. Who needs a remote when you can create a crescendo with just the flick of a finger? 4. Slap pop precision. This is bass guitar gymnastics, my dudes. I've nailed the slapping and popping with the precision of an Olympic archer. Bullseye, baby. 5. Harmonic slaps. You know that ethereal sound you hear in movies when an angel appears? Yeah, that could be you with harmonic slaps. Just don't expect wings. Theory 6. Modal playing. Forget Fashion Week. The modes we're talking about can make your solo sound like it's strutting down the runway in Paris. 7. Substitutions. Think of it as a culinary skill. Ever tried replacing vanilla with almond extract? That's what chord and scale substitutions can do. A sprinkle of unexpected delight. 8. Polyrhythms. Imagine trying to pat your head and rub your belly simultaneously while juggling. It's like that, but with your bass guitar. It's your ticket to rhythmic Narnia. 9. Advanced harmony. You know when you're assembling IKEA furniture and suddenly realize you need a PhD to finish it? That's what advanced harmony is like, but oh so satisfying when it all fits. 10. Phrasing. Imagine telling a story but through your bass. You've got an intro, climax, and an ending that could make M. Night Shyamalan go, I didn't see that twist coming. Gear 11. Tone control. Tone is your sonic fingerprint, and I can tweak mine like James Bond adjusting his bowtie, just enough to seduce but not too much to overwhelm. 12. Extended range basses. Why have a 5-speed when you can ride a 7-gear mountain bike, am I right? MO strings, MO problems. Nah, MO strings, MO possibilities. 13. Amp modeling. Picture this. You're the Indiana Jones of bass players, navigating through a labyrinth of amp sounds. Will it be a vintage tube or a solid state? Choose wisely, Dr. Jones. 14. Pedal signal chain. Okay, ever played with dominoes? Each pedal's position is crucial for that ultimate topple. A well-arranged pedal board is your sound's cascade of awesomeness. 15. Impedance matching. Oh, you thought bass playing was all rock and roll, no science? Welcome to the physics classroom, baby. Get your impedance right, or it's detention for you. Recording 16. DAWs, digital audio workstations. More like digital art wizards. You can craft anything from a monster bassline to a whole orchestra. 17. MIDI programming, for when you want to clone yourself like a Star Wars stormtrooper but without the terrible aim, I've got my virtual bass army at my fingertips. 18. Mic techniques. This is where I go full Sherlock Holmes. The right mic, at the right angle, can make your bass sound like Morgan Freeman narrating your life story. God-tier stuff. 19. Preamps. Think of this as the Snapchat filter for your bass sound. Ah yes, adjust that slider and voila. Instagorgeous. 20. Compression settings. Too loud. Too soft. Too erratic. Compressions like that chill yoga instructor, helping you find your sonic zen. And oh boy, there's more, but I gotta pause for a second. You know you're an expert when you've got more techniques than Elon Musk has tweets. Now grab a towel and wipe that drool off your bass, 'cause you're gonna need it for part 2. Ready to have your mind blown more than when you found out Darth Vader was Luke's dad? Well, keep that bass in your lap and your eyes on the screen, because the real secrets are yet to come. Performance. 21. Set list strategy. It's like chess, but instead of knights and pawns, we've got ballads and rock anthems. Strategize right, and you've got a killer game, or in this case, show. 22. Audience interaction. Forget about playing to the crowd, I'm basically a rock and roll hypnotist at this point. A flick of the wrist and the crowd is mine. 23. Dynamic markings. Reading music? Nah, it's more like reading the Matrix. I see dynamic markings, and I know exactly how to bend them to my will. Neo's got nothing on me. 24. Click track mastery. You might think a click track is like dancing with a robot, but my friend, I make that robot moonwalk. 25. Stage presence. It's not enough to stand there like a statue of David, you've gotta be the David that slew Goliath, metaphorically speaking. Be the hero of your own bass epic. Genre mastery. 26. Latin rhythms. You want to samba? Rumba? Cha-cha? My bass is like Carmen Miranda, it's got all the flavor and flair. 27. Jazz walking bass. This is where I put on my top hat and monocle. The bass line becomes a gentleman, walking with a cane and tipping its hat at every pass. 28. Funk grooves. Imagine your bass is a roller coaster of funkiness, twisting and turning, and all your listeners are screaming, again. Again. 29. Reggae feel, where the bass lays back so far it's almost falling over. I've got the groove that makes you want to sip piña coladas on a Jamaican beach. 30. Metal techniques. Picture your bass as Thor's hammer, fast and furious, smashing through realms and double kick drums. Miscellaneous. 31. Networking. You know that LinkedIn profile you keep forgetting to update? Well, imagine that but in real life, and instead of endorsements, you get gigs. 32. Ear protection. Trust me, after a few years of playing, you don't want your ears to ring more than your phone. 33. Instrument maintenance. I'm like the pit crew at a Formula 1 race, but for bass guitars. From string changes to soldering, I keep my gear running smoother than a non-stick pan. 34. Music law. Yeah, the only contracts I want to break are musical ones, not legal. Know your rights, and you won't get played while you play. 35. Business sense. Behind every great bassist is a brain crunching numbers and strategizing like we're invading Wall Street. Physical health. 36. Endurance. Let's face it, you need the stamina of a marathon runner and the concentration of a chess grandmaster to survive a 3-hour gig. 37. Stretching. You stretch before a workout, so why not before a bass out? Your fingers will thank you. Maybe not verbally, but you get the idea. 38. Posture. Think royal posture, people. The Queen of England should look at you and say, now, that's a bassist who knows how to sit. 39. Diet. If you're wolfing down a triple cheeseburger before a gig, expect triple cheese performance. Eat like an athlete, play like a rock star. Mentality. 40. Musicality over technique. You know that dude who lifts weights just to take gym selfies? Don't be that guy. Show your musical brains, not just your technical brawn. 41. Active listening. What's that? You've never considered listening as an active skill? Prepare to have your eardrums enlightened. 42. Humility. I may play like a god, but hey, even gods can learn a thing or two, right? 43. Psychology of music. Get this, your bass can actually mess with people's heads, in a good way. Like musical inception. We need to go deeper. 44. Improvisation. The art of winging it but making it sound like it was planned all along. You're not a musician, you're a magician. 45. Sight reading. Imagine reading a novel, but each word is a different note, and each sentence is a new melody. Yep, it's that complex, but oh so rewarding. Alright, folks. That wraps up our roller coaster ride through the mind of an expert bassist here on CognitionChunks. You're probably sitting there like, holy smokes, that was like the Avengers Endgame of bass playing. And guess what? You're right. Now, go unleash your inner superhero and conquer that fretboard like it's Thanos.